Season of Arrivals released on June 9th, 2020, and I've had a few days to play the new content, level up my Guardian, and playtest the gameplay for this season. So in this video, I wanted to discuss my thoughts on Season of Arrivals so far and answer the question, is Season of Arrivals better than the previous seasons of Destiny? This season starts off with a cutscene that basically summarizes Shadowkeep, and the second cutscene consists of Bungie showing us the storyline for this season. This cutscene shows Rasputin turning off or going dark because of the darkness. After this cutscene, you are then thrusted into the first story mission on Io, where you're told by Zavala that the pyramid ship has arrived on Io and has turned off Rasputin. And Zavala tells you to investigate the ship and find Eris, who is currently unreachable. So already, this story feels much more interesting than the previous seasons, as it feels more connected to Shadowkeep and the pyramids compared to the previous seasons. Although the previous season did have ties to the pyramid at the end of the season, it felt like another disconnected story in my opinion, and I'm glad that this story feels like a continuation of Shadowkeep. In this mission, you discover new locations on Io, like the Cradle, which has one of the best designed areas in Destiny 2 in my opinion, called the Tree of Silver Wings. It's a tree that the darkness is drawn to and the last place that the light of the traveler touched, and this makes Eris very worried. After you rescue Eris from the pyramid ship, you then get a short cutscene with Eris and Zavala where Eris tells Zavala about Savathun and her plan to create a second collapse, and then Zavala tells you to help Eris when you can with her plan. So far the story is decent this season, and I'm excited to see where Bungie goes with this storyline. Soon after the story missions were released, Bungie also released a public event for this season, Contact. This is a Gambit-themed activity where you collect motes and bank motes by killing waves of enemies. Now, I was a little disappointed that this season's public event was Gambit-themed, but I do think that this season's public event, Contact, is better than the Seraph Tower public event. The reason why I think this is because the public event has more replayability and is much more rewarding than the Seraph Tower due to the introduction of Umbral engrams. Umbral engrams are unique engrams that can be taken to the Prismatic Recaster located at the Annex, which allows you to choose what type of reward you'll get. What I mean by this is you can choose if you want an armor piece or a weapon from the season or any previous season in Destiny. This allows for replayability, since this system allows players to easily farm for any god roll items that they want. With this, you can also upgrade the Prismatic Recaster, which helps you decide what Umbral engram you will buy. This system is a lot less tedious than the bunker system in Season of the Worthy, as you only have to upgrade one system this season compared to the multiple upgrades in the Season of the Worthy. Most of the weapons found in these Umbral engrams are also really solid and are changed enough to make them feel different from the previous season's weapons. One of my favorite weapons this season is the Truth Teller grenade launcher. They also have some good fusion rifles, assault rifles, and hand cannons. If public events aren't your thing, there is also another story mission you can play through. But after you complete the second story mission for this season, the story ends, leaving the rest for the Beyond Light expansion this September. This is disappointing, and hopefully Bungie releases more story missions before Beyond Light comes out. Lastly, they added a dungeon this season called Prophecy. Unfortunately, I have yet to complete the dungeon as I do not have many friends that play Destiny 2. But when I do find people to play with, I will be sure to make an update video explaining my thoughts on the dungeon. So you may be asking yourself, Daniel, is Season of Arrivals good so far? Well, I would say that this season is good. The public event is fun, the upgrade system feels fair and is much less grindy than the previous seasons, and the new weapons this season are fun to mess around with. And although I have not played the new dungeon yet, it does look really cool. Combine this with 2 new story missions, I would say this season is fairly solid so far. I would say that this season is around a 5 out of 10. This season is solid, and if you enjoyed the previous seasons of Destiny, you will definitely enjoy this season as well. So that's it for this video, so if you enjoyed my content, make sure to drop a like, and I'll see you in the next video.